Hi, I'm Zach Stewart.
Laura Hotchkiss.
And I'm Daniel Kvoras. On this podcast, we improvise in character as hosts of a morning radio show in a fictional country called the Driftwood Isles.
Everything we say is made up, and none of the events, people, or places are real.
It's that simple. Now enjoy this episode of Good Morning Driftwood. And welcome back to Good Morning Driftwood. Well, we got an exciting one, folks, with me, your co-host Dirk Wiley, and my lovely compatriots, Penelope MacGuffin.
It's me.
And Bench PerDiem.
Back to third, where I feel comfortable.
Bench got listed second on our list of hosts last week, and the thrill. He was riding high on that for quite a while, but he has come back down to third, where he feels at home.
I feel uncomfortable in the spotlight. I like too much pressure.
And the spotlight being second listed.
Second yeah.
Right.
Too much.
Well, we got a spotlight on us this week because I'm sure the entire island is listening.
As they should always.
Absolutely. For the debate of the century, this is for the mayorship of New Derrick. The most prominent mayorship across all the isles, sort of a figurehead of the community, of the island. The spiritual, we have a president, but the spiritual heart is the mayor of New Derrick.
A lot of power comes with the mayoral responsibility. I find it really difficult to say mayoral.
Mayoral.
It's a lot of vowels.
I feel like I'm going to say mural. Like a painting. Like a painting.
Yeah.
That's what a mural is.
Like a painting.
Like a large painting.
Like a large painting on a wall.
A lot of power and responsibility, especially in the municipal. Nope, that's another difficult word.
M words.
I don't like politics. I don't
That's
like
why
politics.
you're struggling here?
I struggle with political words.
Wow.
So hard to get these words out of my mouth. I want to say them and take part in the discourse and conversation. I think I'll just stay quiet.
Could it be just because you're so fired up about this race, about this mayoral race?
I think it is. I think it stresses me out. I think there's so much responsibility. I'm just going to be quiet. That's it.
Okay,
I'll just go and
please chime in when you feel the urge, because
boy.
we need you in this discussion, because there's a lot at stake here, the future of the island. And let's not waste any more time. Of course, citizens of the Isles know, but international listeners may not. The mayor of New Derrick is a dog. And so we have the campaign managers and mouthpieces for those dogs. They know their thoughts, they know their feelings, they know their wants, their desires, and their vision for the future of Driftwood. We have them on the line today. Incumbent, would you please introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm happy to be here. I am Leslie Rayner on behalf of the incumbent Giggles, the Lasso app. So she may be called Giggles, but there is no funny business here, let me tell you that. And she's ready for another term.
A lot of enthusiasm coming from Giggles, who is a very bubbly pup. There's a reason she won the election the first time, and there's a reason why she is such a strong contender for the second. She is the front runner currently, but the challenger is nipping at her heels, so to speak.
Sniffing at her.
What do you think of that? No, Bench, don't be dirty.
I regretted it immediately.
Nipping at her heels was such a great dog.
Keep going.
Bench, we are talking about dogs with a lot of power and responsibility in the island. Can you show them some respect, please?
I'm nervous.
Show them the respect that they're professional dogs.
These are the most professional dogs that there ever were.
Yeah.
They're the dogs that lead us.
These dogs work 12, 14-hour days.
These dogs are leaders of men.
12, 14-hour days?
12 to 14-hour days.
Oh, yeah, they work 12, 14-hour days, and then they take a break, and then they take a long time off. Yeah. And coming back, we have our challenger, again, nipping at, I'm going to say it again before Bench completely derailed me.
Do you want to just turn his microphone down?
I'm going to go turn Bench down.
Yeah.
We got a challenger nipping at all Bench's. I saw Bench's face just crumble as he saw me lowering the lever on the fader on his microphone.
Why did Matthias give you these controls he really shouldn't have?
Going over to Penny's
mic.
Don't speak
into my microphone.
The audacity.
I'm going to have to wipe this with an antibacterial wipe again.
Things are chaotic over here. This is why we need the leadership of these dogs to get us back on track. Challenger, please introduce yourself to the public.
Hello. This is Alan Dinwiddie. Let the record show my suit is immaculate, and I am here representing candidate James Volvo, the Cocker Spaniel with Golden Retriever energy and the heart of a pig.
And the heart of a pig. Would you care to elaborate on that, Alan?
Well, this has been a large part of our campaign, Dirk, so I thought you'd know. But yes, he had a transplant recently.
I mean, good on him for even through this difficult medical time for still being focused on the race.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
Can you speak to that, Alan? To his focus on his vision.
Oh, that's why I'm here. Let the record show I'm looking keen to answer. It was mainly cosmetic. It was mainly a cosmetic choice.
Heart?
And
he wanted a cosmetically improved heart. Pig's heart.
Pig heart surgery. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think I need to elaborate further unless Leslie would care to comment.
Ooh, challenger being very challenging. Leslie, do you have any thoughts on pig heart surgery, particularly for dogs and particularly for cosmetic reasons?
Well, personally, and I feel like I can speak on behalf of most, if not all, of New Derek, I'd prefer if the leader of New Derek was, in fact, just a full-blown dog and not a dog with a pig heart.
Interesting point. Is a dog with a pig heart still a dog? Because this mayor is the heart of our community. If that dog mayor has a pig heart, are they truly dog mayor?
But then you think it's in our modern day and age, like things will change, medical science will adapt. Like, are we going to see more and more dogs with these cybernetic enhancements? Leslie, I think you've got a...
Here's the thing. Giggles has a dog heart, but let me tell you, it is a heart of gold, matching her little bow in her hair.
It is a cute bow.
I love that
very
bow.
Cute bow.
It's different colors depending on the day, or if it's like a holiday, then she wears like a nice colored fancy bow. Like if it's St. Patrick's Day, it's a green bow.
But today I am looking at her and it is gold, and she is ready to return to office.
Golden giggles.
I have a question actually for Alan. Obviously, James Volvo, part of the Volvo political dynasty, lineage after lineage of strong candidates fielded in Driftwood in general. Is there anything from previous Volvo mayoral and other political campaigns that you think that James has picked up and is ready to run with?
Penelope, that is a fantastic question, I thank you for asking it.
Oh, no,
let the
thank
record
you.
show.
You're a real stand-up fella.
Thank you for asking it.
No. Thank you both for acknowledging the question.
It's really nice of you guys. Alan, I like the cut of your jib. You're a real go-getter, and I appreciate the compliments.
Thank you for asking Alan that question.
Okay, Leslie.
Thank you for thanking me,
let's maybe
then,
Leslie.
So basically, as you'll all know, for years, James was the black sheep of the Volvo dynasty. But people would always attribute that to him going to the park and snipping the fronts of dogs instead of the back, when actually he was lurking in the shadows, absorbing all the information around him, like some kind of knowledge sponge, a political entity, the likes of which Driftwood has never seen. Does that answer your question?
Kind of. I can't help but notice the sort of sinister tone that your response took on sort of halfway through. The word lurking did stand out to me. Shadows.
The shadows, yeah.
Would you say James Volvo, the Cocker Spaniel, feels at home in the shadows?
I say to embrace your full self as a political candidate, you must embrace the ego and the id. James is always saying this to me. And I think to know one's dark side and to harness it is more important than having beautiful hair on a dog.
Interesting point.
I have to majorly disagree.
Counterpoint, Leslie, to you.
Giggles is not a black sheep. She is a white and tan, beautiful lasso apso with a heart of gold and a bow of gold and sparkling eyes and a tongue that doesn't fit in her mouth. And I trust her to run New Derek and create a safer, better environment for our children and our elderly and also the people in between.
There has been a crime wave that's currently hitting New Derek, and people have noted Giggles doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot about it. Do you have a response, Leslie?
First of all, thank you for asking that question. I really appreciate the questions being asked. Giggles,
Alan is disgusted with Leslie now. Please,
let the record show I was sick.
The record has noticed.
Let the record show I'm still thankful either way, vomit or no vomit.
I appreciate your thanks, and Alan, you are noted on the record. Please continue.
Does that
Leslie.
answer your question about the crime?
It does not. Please elaborate, Leslie.
Okay. Well, Giggles has been learning new tricks. She can roll over 3 times in a row now. I know in the last campaign she can do it twice. She's now increased that by 50% and can now roll for 3 whole rolls.
3 rolls is impressive.
Thank you. I hope that answers about the crime.
It does. I think if people saw Giggles rolling 3 times, I do think it would distract any criminals from perpetrating whatever crimes they were about to perpetrate.
Distract?
Dirk, may I call you Dirk?
I am so honored that. Okay, Alan, let's not maybe answer for me. I appreciate being asked the question. Of course, I would say please call me Dirk. But watch yourself, Alan. That I really started off liking you and wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't appreciate you speaking for me there, sir.
I will wind my neck in.
Good.
Thank you for answering that question, Dirk. Have you ever heard of the saying stop, drop, and roll?
I have. Usually it's to do with fires when you're on fire.
Yes, exactly. Fire. Now we're going to add a stop, drop, and roll 3 times to equal crime.
3 fire equal crime.
You're going to stop, you're going to drop, and you're going to roll 3 times.
If you see a crime, or you take part in a crime.
That's a good question.
Or you're being attacked.
You're going to stop. If you're doing a crime, I want the first thing for you to do is stop.
Stop.
And then you're going to drop.
Drop.
And then you're going to roll 3 times. And those 3 times give everyone round about you time to call the authorities.
It logically makes sense.
I suppose, but would that requires sort of some buy-in and agreement by the criminals to do that. I think if your goal is to commit a crime, you're not going to do that. You're just going to commit the crime.
Well, what you see here, thank you for bringing that up, Dirk. What you see here, though, is by not doing that, you're going against the law. So if you don't
you're
stop
instituting a new law
times, you are,
that if you want to commit a crime, you need to do that before you commit the crime.
Yes, that's against the law to not do so, and also committing the crime is also against the law. I hope that answers your question, Dirk.
Thank you.
Now, I have a question for both candidates. And
Thank you.
I guess as such, both candidates spokespeople here. Now, we obviously are asking some real hard-hitting questions around about crime and the economy, but I think our listeners would just really like to know a little bit more about the personalities of the dogs involved. Obviously, we're real used to Giggles now, the incumbent. But, you know...
Incumbent Giggles.
But yeah, obviously, James, time to get to know a little bit more about James Volvo. Can you let us know what some of their hobbies are? Are there any particular films, TV shows, or books? You know, I found it really inspirational when Barack Obama used to do his summertime reads. Do either of the dogs have similar lists?
And do they have a podcast with Bruce Springsteen?
I think I can speak on behalf of both the dogs.
Well,
are huge fans of Hidden Figures.
Good.
Ooh, that's going to go over real well with the citizens of Driftwood. I can tell you that right now.
May I chime in actually? Because that was such a well-asked question. It only seems
I'm gonna
At least seems fair.
let's have Leslie answer and talk about the life of Giggles, what Giggles enjoys, her likes, dislikes, hobbies, and then we'll pass it over to you, Alan, who again, thin ice.
No, please, I insist. Alan, me answer first. I insist. Oh. Please go ahead.
Wow.
Please. Thank you, though.
That benevolence, I think, really speaks to Giggles the Lasso Apso's benevolence, and she said it. You heard her, Alan.
I'm so sorry. Just before we continue this, I'm so sorry. We're just gonna have a little sidebar of hosts.
What's up,
Dirk? You're supposed to be impartial.
What?
You clearly have a favorite. Yeah,
nobody told me.
You've got a favorite.
No one told you you're supposed to be impartial.
100% supposed to be impartial.
Or you let's get it. Matthias showed up and he said, "Let's get into it." And then he did a drop shot. He did a carb. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did a drop shot with Red Bull, and he's like, "Let's go."
But
I think Matthias is having problems right now.
Like he did a Jaeger bomb, where they dropped the Red Bull into the Jägermeister and then took it as a shot.
The Red Bull into the Jägermeister?
Yeah.
It's a shot of Red Bull into a full cup of
no,
Jaeger.
not in the north. Not in the north. That's what he did.
Yeah, it's a northern Jaeger bomb.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a lot of.
He's going through a lot of stuff right now.
You're diverting. You're diverting.
Okay, sorry.
Just try to be impartial. Okay.
Stop having a favorite. Okay, you need to.
Yeah. Did you hear what Alan said?
Stop focusing on that. Okay.
I think maybe
while we're at it, Penny, you said you're not going to ask a lot. You ask a lot of questions.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to just deflect from the fact that you were so aggressively against Alan.
I'll try. I have the next question.
This guy's just really grinding my gears.
I know, but you gotta be professional. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Thank you for coming back. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Can I just ask, is this a good time to mention I'm single?
Yes, you can ask that.
I don't know if that was an ask that or just a kind of. I mean,
elaborate. I suppose elaborate on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You say, "Oops."
Oops.
Yeah, Alan.
Let that one slide. Let that one out.
Alan, do you want to, is there a particular person that you're looking for? I guess we are the Isles' second most popular radio station. Maybe we can help with this in some way.
For this program, everyone is tuning in.
Yeah,
it's a big one.
Well, thank you. I've been single for coming up to 4 years now. And I'm looking for a Rennie Zellweger type. Back to the politics.
Wow, that's interesting. And sorry, just out of, obviously we have a rule about impartiality here, and we have to ask both candidates the same question. So just going to deflect that over as well. Are you also single?
Yeah. What's your situation, Leslie?
Thank you for asking. I am married to my job, but to a human, no, I'm completely single.
It's just, oh no, Leslie, I just got your profile up, and you have a real Bridget Jones look, like a real Rennie Zellweger.
And what are you looking for in a
I like to say partner? I'm more Roxy Hart.
Interesting.
What would you say you are looking for in a partner?
Well, I would say the same as Giggles, someone who loves their job, loves the Driftwood Isles, and loves dogs.
Sounds like we might have a little Sleepless in Seattle thing going on.
And another thing, loves the children, the elderly, and everyone in between.
Oh,
no funny business here.
Alan,
vote Giggles.
Alan, how does
let the record show that I am a quiver.
The record notes that Alan is a quiver.
Well, we'll come back to this. I think we need to get back to the debate for a minute, and then let's focus up. I have a question for the two of you and your prospective candidates.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look, I'm the one New Derek native here in the room right now, and an issue that has always been on the minds of New Derekians, as we call ourselves, and no one else does, is, of course, the rent. It's so damn high. What are your prospective candidates' policies going to be about reducing rent?
Give it to the incumbent first.
Thank you for asking me. So Giggles lives in a kennel. Giggles pays no rent. but Giggles wants other people to not pay as much rent. I hope that answers your question.
Interesting.
It does. I believe it does. And very well answered.
Alan?
Thank you. Well, as I may have previously mentioned, James Volvo spent a lot of time lurking in the shadows. And not only was that good for absorbing knowledge, like a political spun, but also it saved a lot on electricity. And I feel that maybe if some people spent a bit of time getting to know their true dark selves, they could save a lot on light bulbs and the wires and such.
Utilities.
So by lurking in the shadows, he's using less air conditioning, presumably, by not being in the sun.
Yes, it's musty.
The shadows are musty? Or
yes,
or
it
the
helps to
dog.
cultivate good new thoughts.
Or James Volvo is musty.
James
I have to
Volvo's
add
not so much
something.
musty as he is patchy and mysterious.
Patchy and mysterious.
Interesting.
Now, a follow-up question to the both of you.
Big heart.
He's patchy
With a
and
pig heart.
mysterious with a pig. He is a Cocker Spaniel with Golden Retriever energy and a pig heart who is the black sheep of the family who lurks
Volvo
in the
family.
shadows facing his demons.
Gotta say, a lot of visual imagery there, but it all makes sense.
It
All of
does.
us can see it in
The
our mind's
picture
eye.
is being painted.
Creates one mural.
Follow-up question to both of you. What is your idea of a perfect first date?
Leslie?
Thank you for asking
how
me first.
chivalrous
How gentlemanly.
of Alan. You're coming back around on you, Alan.
Well, I have to answer the same way Giggles would answer. I walk in the park, play with my friends,
Classic.
smell some friends, eat some food, eat some dirt, eat some grass. Justice.
Justice. That's a good day for Giggles and a good day for Leslie.
I also love Italian food.
Okay. Interesting.
Giggles not so much.
Giggles not a fan of the pasta.
Giggles not a fan of the one big string of spaghetti.
All right, over to you, Alan.
We will not be answering that at this time.
I don't know what's going on in your end. That seemed to evoke some
That
type
was
of
dark and mysterious.
circus.
Much to think about.
I think the ice cream truck has just rolled up outside.
I'm sorry, Giggles is up at the window. Sorry, Giggles is barking at the window. She hears the ice cream truck.
Alan, over to you.
James Balfour also hears it. He hears it too, but he chooses to face the other way and think about mortality and such. So
Giggles is just making sure the ice cream truck driver is making a good living.
Well played, Leslie.
James Volvo is thinking that opposites attract.
Alan,
Sorry, I did not hear Alan's answer to the date question.
He has not given it yet. Leslie, that you keeping us to task is real credit and speaks to Giggles'
I'm ping-ponging the question.
Speaks to Giggles' focus and determination. Alan, dream date for you.
Let the record show that I'm about to answer.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. So basically, for me, it would be probably everything that Leslie said, but at nighttime in the dead of darkness. I think what James Volvo would prefer is to sort of be concealed within just the gloom. And I like spaghetti pomodoro.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I'm starting to see a little pairing here.
Just now?
I'm starting to see that
It was
maybe
the Italian food thing.
Yeah.
Really.
Now it kind of just now it's all clicked. I don't know if either of you two have spotted this yet, but both of you seem to have things in common. You know, both work with dogs.
We are campaign managers for dogs.
Both campaign managers.
Campaign managers for dogs.
Both enjoy
valid point, Leslie.
Both enjoy Italian foods. Both are really.
I like lasagna because it builds up and it's like teamwork and community.
That is,
as does Giggles.
Also, what I think about lasagna. Those are the first things
she
I think about lasagna. No, that's too creamy for dogs.
Can I say, if you guys...
she would need to go to the bathroom constantly. It wouldn't work in her tiny little dog body.
Thank you.
She's only 3.
I'm just going to say this. If the two of you want to go on a date, we will pay for it.
Absolutely. We actually have a sponsor. One of the, actually several local Italian restaurants are sponsors here.
Yeah.
If they don't like that we sponsor, we also promote their competitors. It's just what you have to deal.
It's a difficult business radio.
We tell them that's the name of the game.
We've got to be impartial. We got to be fair.
Yes. I'm very impartial in business terms.
I would like that. I'm going to come clean. James Volvo just stepped out to do whatever dogs do outside. None of my business. Yeah. But this job doesn't pay very well. This doesn't pay me very well much at all. So thank you. And yes, please. Oh, he's back.
Yes, please to...
The date? Little dinner there?
Nothing, James Volvo.
Oh, I'm going to take that as a yes to the date. Yes. So Leslie, if Alan's free, are you free?
Well, I would definitely be free for some sort of business meeting at an Italian restaurant where I could wear a dress. And we could maybe kiss if it goes well.
Those are the best kind of business meeting.
Business meetings where you wear nice clothes and kiss at the end.
If things go well.
If things go well.
Yeah.
Business-wise.
If it doesn't go well, I will not be kissing and I will be having no further comment.
Fair.
Valid.
Makes sense.
That is valid. That is very valid. Now, one thing
valid, Alan.
Sketchy. You are promoting a dog named James Volvo, but it's cool that you have sort of your own kind of branding as well. Now, one thing people really care about with regards to the mayor of New Derrick is that they are cute and fluffy and adorable. What is the care regiment and hygiene and other than the bow, of course, on Giggles, what is the Thank
you for bringing up the bow.
How will Giggles and James, respectively, make themselves the shining star in New Derrick? Let's go to the incumbent first. A wary
Thank you for
from
going
Alan.
To the incumbent
Let's go
first.
to Leslie for Giggles first.
Giggles is a lasso apso with the greatest hair you've ever seen. Does that answer your question?
Partially. What does she do to take care of that lovely, lovely hair and those luscious lasso apso locks?
Well, she plays, she runs, she talks to dogs, she looks at humans, she waves, she rolls 3 times, she says no to crime, and she respects children, the elderly, and everyone in between. Does that answer your question?
I believe it does, Leslie. Very succinctly and very emphatically. Same question to you, Alan.
Giggles is a lasso apso with the most beautiful hair you've ever seen.
No.
That's
Alan.
correct. That is correct.
No,
question.
Alan, no.
No, but that's actually like wow, like they've bridged the gap of differences and now they can
James
complement
Volvo
each other's.
is a Cocker Spaniel.
Reached across the aisle.
But like they've reached across the like Alan's now complimenting Giggles. This is bigger than politics.
This is
this
I
might
think
be
James Volvo's paws are the nicest paws I've ever seen.
Wow.
This is
wow.
People are really coming together here.
Thank you.
They really want that date.
Yeah.
I would like to make sure that you, Leslie and Alan, don't let your own, I guess for lack of a better word,
Thirst?
horniness cloud your judgment and your goal of helping us decipher who is the best candidate for the people of New Derrick. I empathize with your situations, being single for 4 years, Alan, that's gotta be tough. Sorry,
to directly quote Elvis Presley, we ain't nothing but horn dogs.
Wow.
I don't think that was what Elvis said.
Yeah. Is that a joke?
It was.
I am pretty sure it was hound
There
dogs.
is no funny
It's really
business
hard to
here.
understand it with his voice.
Yeah, I mean, like Elvis did kind of mumble his words, but I was certain it was hound dog.
That's what I thought it was too.
Mm-hmm.
Hound dogs did.
How does that make sense?
That's a good point, Leslie. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. That's why you're the political genius and I'm just the radio host.
Hey, I'm not the political genius. I'm just here on behalf of Giggles, the 3-year-old lasso apso.
That's what I love
No
about
funny business
Beautiful
here.
hair.
That's what I love about both of you is that you just have a humbleness in your role, like you know who the stars are and that you're just there to support I was going to say delegate. I don't think that's the right word. Your candidates. That's really nice to see.
Oh, I have one. K9 did it.
That is clever. K9 did it. Instead of candidates, K9. K9 did it. I really like that one, Alan. It took a while for everyone in the studio to allow me to explain it and to really break it down so that their brains could catch up. But that made sense for me.
I'm trying too hard.
No.
I think you're doing great.
Aww.
I'm loving what the togetherness and camaraderie.
Can I just say, and this is just to you guys, just like a little host.
What's up?
If I had to, I know we need to be impartial, but if I had to vote right now, I'm voting for love.
I know.
I think we should get these guys on a date together.
100%.
What if they fell in love and then we got 2 dogs as the mayor?
2 dogs as the mayor. I think there's nothing in the rule book that says the 2 dogs can't be the mayor.
In the rule book, I think that would be the strongest.
There's nothing in the rule book saying that any dog can't be mayor when you think
that's how it
started.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't in the rule book.
Yeah.
And the dog ran and it won.
It's a bad rule book.
Yeah. Like the rule book.
It's very sparse.
In the rule book.
It's
Thank you.
Sorry, Alan, were you there? Was that someone?
Oh, sorry, I was just saying. Sorry. Thank you.
No, thank you.
I think that we could put aside these differences between the dogs, and you guys should get together and maybe think of a shared vision that you could have.
One eye
What do
from
you think
each
about that?
dog, so to speak.
Pardon?
One eye from each dog, so to speak.
One eye from
Yes,
each
that is
dog.
what I heard you say. I thought you said that. That's awful. That's a terrible idea.
I love.
No, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh, it's like it's their first fight. Oh wow. Listen, it's been really special to be on this show. May I say, sorry to break the professionalism for a moment. Just while Dirk is wrestling with some wires. But
James Volvo has stormed the studio.
Oh my God.
James Volvo has stormed the studio, and I see the darkness in his eyes, and I think he's decided to. This is very clear. He wants to fire.
James Volvo is here.
He no longer feels that Alan is doing his vision justice, and I think he's going rogue as the challenger.
I'm worried James Volvo's about to press some buttons on the control panel.
Oh,
I am excited that James Volvo might.
James Volvo does. Alan really painted the picture of quite a dark,
James
a
Volvo
dark individual. But James is really
incredible.
quite a sweetie. He's got his head
Can
on my
he hear
shoulder.
me? Can he hear me?
He can hear you, Alan. If you'd like to speak directly
James,
to James.
I have a message. Dirk, I need to get this out right now. I'm so sorry. James, if you can hear me, step back from obsidian. Step back into the... Remember when you heard the heart of a dog? James, I remember it well. We were friends. We went to school together. Please, James, take your head off the shoulder because you know you have. Please, stop. I've run out of things to say.
His eyes are changing. They're rolling back into his head, and he seems like he's having an epiphany.
Also, Dirk seems to be scratching from the fleas.
I'm going to be honest. I don't mind it. James could tell me anything, and I'd follow this pup to the ends of the earth.
James just also very abruptly woke up.
Giggles the lasso app. So wants everyone to we'll give everyone free. Everyone gets a belt.
Oh wow!
I need a new belt.
That's a great thing.
That's really good.
And we've just checked, and on our current poll, we have a ongoing poll, just a little heat meter, just seeing how the public votes. It looks as though Giggles is in the lead after that belt admission.
Wow.
Yep, we all thought it was going to be.
I know who I'm voting for.
We all thought it was going to be the impassioned speech there for James, but it really turned out to be the free belt.
Free Free belts really can do wonders.
Driftwood Isles, the public of the Driftwood Isles, really easily bought by a belt.
They love a belt.
Baggy pants. Everyone has too baggy a pant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Famously.
We love a belt, and we love justice.
Belt and justice.
Belt and justice.
Belt and justice. Any final words to go out on, Leslie, for your candidate, Giggles the Lasso Opso?
The incumbent.
Giggles is a 3-year-old lasso opso. She's called Giggles, but let me tell you, there's no funny business here. She loves everyone. The children, the elderly, and everyone in between. One more thing, Alan.
Thank you.
What are you wearing?
I'll allow it.
What are you wearing?
Oh. Can I do...
You can go.
I think I'll probably wear a dark suit because I'm quite a messy eater. And if anything splashes on me, I don't want you to know. And I want to say as well, Leslie, now that I feel quite fired. I feel quite fired by James Volvo, so I hope you can pay, and I hope you like how long broccoli is in Italian meals because it's different from what you might be used to.
I'm ready to see and experience that.
Interesting.
I didn't want to interrupt, but are you thinking of broccolini?
I'm thinking of it in my mind's eye, and it's making me hungry. Are you thinking about it now, Bench?
Honestly, yeah, I am. Oh,
Penelope, what are you thinking of?
Honestly, not about broccolini there. I was, I kind of just, all this chat about Italian food, I just kind of drifted off in my own brain into like a little mind palace where I was thinking about some chores I have to do in the house later.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of where all of us are going to dinner after recording.
Oh, no, I started thinking about the ironing pile I have to do. Oh, James, get out the bin.
James, we've now learned just by seeing James's behavior around the studio that James Volvo loves socks. He loves carrying around a sock.
Lurking in the shadows. And I'm going to be honest, winning me over. The socks thing is cute. I think maybe if he gets free
I'm
socks.
I'm so sorry. One second. We just need to do a sidebar. A sock is
what's up, guys?
A sock is a bribe. You are being bribed by items.
He gave you a sock. That is a
It's a literal bribe.
It was really cute.
Stop acknowledging that you're taking bribes on the radio.
Worse than you taking the bribe is you saying it live on the air and admitting to it.
But Giggles was giving out free belts. What if James gave out?
That's different. They're the incumbent. They can get away with that stuff.
Yeah, it's different when you're an incumbent.
It's different when it's a policy change.
Have you not read the rule book? It's so short.
I haven't read the rule book.
It's so filled of holes.
It's a real bad
Just
rule book. Oh, hey.
Giggles will be giving out pot pies.
Pot pies.
What?
Delicious.
Pot pies?
As well as the belt.
Nom, 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 nom.
This just in as well. James Volvo will be taking the light from the sun, and thank you.
That's pretty powerful. If James Volvo takes the light from the sun and gives it to New Derek, I think that's a win for James Volvo.
Wait. So, quick sidebar.
Hey, what's
Derek,
up, guys?
Derek, you just said that's a win.
What?
Again.
What?
You can't say who you like more. You get that?
I feel like I had a moment with James.
I know. That's the problem.
All right, I'll be unbiased.
Yep.
Yes, Leslie.
Breaking news. Giggles can now kind of say the word hello.
Wow.
Oh, can you bring the microphone to Giggles' face? And let's hear
it. Yes. Giggles, come here. Hello.
That kind of sounded like hello.
That's our mayor. That's our mayor right there.
Kind of.
Yeah.
We have no way of verifying that because this is on the phone.
Yeah.
But wow.
Do you know, when this debate started earlier today, I didn't expect us to get to levels of, this is a game changer for not only radio, but for public debate.
It's true. We're changing the format. We're changing debates for all future mayor dog elections.
Wow.
An achievement in journalism on our part here today.
Feels real proud to be part of something that's important for the Isles.
And in the interest of being unbiased, because you've called me on that numerous times today, so I do want to make sure to get this out. We have not gotten your final words, Alan, for James Volvo. So please, before we finish out here, let us know the final succinct pitch for James Volvo as mayor.
I'm about to commit verbal seppuku. Vote for Giggles.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Jones.
Well, if you weren't fired before, I'll bet you're fired now.
Wow.
I think he just sacrificed his job for love, I believe.
We love to see it.
I don't know if it's in the best interest of the city.
But the heart wants what it wants.
The heart wants what, and if
it's a pig heart, then hey, a heart is a heart.
A heart is a heart, pig heart or not, which is kind of in favor of James Volvo if people want to vote that way. But I think the heart wants what it wants is a beautiful note to go out on. And thank you to Leslie Reiner in the name of Giggles, the last episode. And thank you to Alan Dinwiddie for James Volvo, the Cocker Spaniel. And for Good Morning Driftwood, we'll see you soon. Good Morning Driftwood is executive produced and hosted by Zach Stewart, Laura Hotchkiss, and Daniel Kvoras. Engineered and produced by Zach Stewart. Music by Daniel Kvoras.